we like to take it back, try to get some questions that maybe some other interviewers might have missed. But take us back to what was Philly like at that time. Where you from? Like when you about 13, 14 years old, man. You was a teenager.
All right, so in my situation at the age I'm at now, I'll be 45 this month. So we talking roughly me growing up as a teenager around 13. That was roughly around in the 90s, like roughly around 95, 94, 95, 96 in that era. You know what I mean? And it's weird because around that particular era, I remember real good. That's when at my age, teenagers my age, that's when we started to really get into packing guns. Like the era before me, only the older niggas had guns. But I remember being 15, 16, all my squad was buying guns, like off the crackheads, off anybody selling a gun. It was mandatory to have a gun. And that wasn't a normal thing. I ain't saying that was just in my neighborhood, just around the world. That's when Onyx came out with throw your guns in the air. I had a vest when I was like 16, a vest, a Glock 40. You know what I mean? It was that era. So we was really like training our brain just to be on the, you know what I mean? Having firearms all the time. It became a norm. At that age, I had a partner named Indy 500, which is Freeway cousin. That's how I met Freeway through my partner Five. We grew up a block apart from each other on Marshall Street in North Philly. And me and Five became real tight. We became like brothers and we did everything together, man. We started out going to elementary school together. Then high school, he used to do the beatbox for me when I was rapping. He was just doing the beatbox at the time. He wasn't even rapping yet. And then we started selling crack. We started hustling together. The Freeway would come down. Freeway would hustle with us down the way, down our side. He was part of the squad. We started a group called Ice City. Me, Five, Freeway, a couple other members. And it really started down north with us just hustling and rapping together as kids. And the nigga we used to hustle for, he seen it in us. He had the bag and he used to take us to the studio and drive us to different places to battle niggas and put us in showcases and talent, contests and all, everything that you had to do running around trying to be a young artist. So that's how we really started getting groomed. But a lot of people don't know this about Free. When I was a kid, when we was like 13, 14, before I even started letting people hear that I could rap, Freeway already had a video, a manager. When he was like 15, 16, he was like a child, little neighborhood celebrity around our hood. Real shit. And that really inspired me when I seen him coming around and seeing how confident he was. And I'm like, damn, this nigga got a video already. He had a song, a little dope song. They used to play his video on a little underground low budget station called Channel 48 in Philly. He was like a little star in the making. And yeah, that's how it all came about, man. We all just started rapping together, and the big homie who we was hustling for at the time, he was putting the money behind us and taking us places. And I believe that's what he really had a liking with Free a lot. He put a lot of effort into pushing Free. And that was only right because at the time, Free seemed like he was putting the most effort into the music and everything. I was just hustling and I could rap good, but I wasn't really interested in the business so much. I didn't believe that it could really happen. I just knew I was dope around the way, but Free wanted to get in the game. And that was like far-fetched in my eyes at the time. But the big homie seen it, and Free, he was learning a lot from Free. So he started pushing Free and, putting it back behind Free. And I guess that's when Free ran into Beans. And that's how Free ended up, getting with Rocafella and got on 1900 Hustler. And that was a major thing in our neighborhood because everybody in our hood, they knew that we was the ones. They was like, yo, Peedi, Peedi, and, Freeway named Basil and my man Five. He's like, yo, y'all gonna do something. So when Free made it, we was all happy for him. And the whole hood, the whole North Philly was, because we all knew that something was going to happen for one of us. You know what I'm saying? So,
and was that the plan? Like, when he gets like pretty much he gets signed to Rocafella State Property, right? And behind that song, the 1900 Hustlers, right? Yeah. And did he instantly come back and pick y'all up, or was it some time elapsed in between
Now,
that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't be liking to do this because that's my brother. I love him, and I don't want people to get the wrong perception of him. But because I understand more now. Now I was offended back then, but he didn't come back for us at the time. But it wasn't that easy. I didn't realize that. Getting signed was just the beginning, and I didn't realize it till I got signed, and I seen how hard of a job it was to even keep my feet in the paint and prove myself and make, you know what I mean, make a mark for myself to be able to grab niggas. He couldn't grab niggas yet, and I just was like mad at him, like, yo, like you just dipped on us, bro. I felt like that at the time. He didn't come back and grab us, and he didn't come back and, like, you know what I mean, it wasn't no alley oop like I was expecting at the time. But I didn't realize until I got older, you know, until I got in the game and understood, like, yo, it's not that easy, especially up there with Jay and Damon. You really got to focus on yourself, and you ain't got time for nothing else, because your feet is, you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out in the beginning like that. He wasn't freeway yet. He was just the nigga featured that could have went wrong. I'm saying nigga could have got the boot at any time up there. They giving niggas the boot quickly up there, Dame and them niggas at the time. So yeah, so he didn't come back and grab niggas. I got on differently. I got on through Oschino and Sparks, ironically.
Okay, and give us a little background on that relationship.
Okay, so Oschino, people don't know this, but Oschino was like, I believe he was at Rocafella Records before anybody. I think he was there before Beans, I believe. Oschino was. And then he was in a group called ICH, I believe, and him and Sparks was in that group together. He brought Sparks up there, and they made them two a duo. So they up there as Oschino and Sparks, I believe their name was the Hitmen or something like that. So they was a group up there. Then Beans, and then the Young Guns and everybody started to come later, I believe. But this the thing. I run into in Philly. We was rapping and a cypher at some crib that all the hustlers be at the crib, and all niggas that can rap, we just throw some beats. We was rapping on and get it in. So it was me, Free, Oschino, and Sparks, and we just going bar for like an hour straight. So I guess he kind of respected my pen, and he fucked with me. So I seen him on South Street one day, and he's like, "Oh shit, what's up, you boy that was rapping in the crib, right?" So yeah, it was good. So yo, I want to do a song with you. Give me your number. I gave him my number. He called me, and my peoples had a studio already set up. So I called him. I'll probably call him. I was like, yo, I got the studio set up. Come through. He come through. We do a song. Make a long story short, we do the song. He ended up putting Sparks on the song, and they take it up to Rocafella. Dame heard it. Dame like, yo, who is this little nigga on the song? They like, yo, that's some kid from Philly named Peedi. Dame like, yo, bring him up here. I want to meet him. So that went on for like a couple months. I never met him, but they just tell me like, yo, he love you, man. He want to see you, want to meet you. I'm still hustling down the way. Niggas have told me this type of shit all my life. I'm like, all right, let me know when the nigga like a meeting. Cause this shit don't seem realistic. So one day I called Sparks he out Miami. He like, yo, Crakk, we all in Miami right now. If you can get a flight up here, fly up here, and I'm gonna introduce you to the nigga Dame. So I called my managers and shit. I was like, yo, I just talked to the nigga Emilio Sparks. He told me to get a flight. I could stay up there with them. They got a condo. They're gonna introduce me to Dame. My man booked me a flight. I ain't never been on a plane before. It's my first time on a plane. I fly straight to Miami, Dolo, and go meet them niggas at the condo. We chilling, drinking. Later that night, everybody meet up at Circle House Studio. We all in there, playing pool, kicking it, listening to beats, and Dame come. He come, man, he walked straight up to me. He tapped me, like, yo, let me talk to you for a minute in the hallway. And I go in the hallway, and he just like, yo, that's you on that song? I said, yeah. He said, that's you Peedi Crakk? I said, yeah. He's like, I'm signing you. I said, all right. He's like, yo, you got a lawyer? I said, no. He said, get a lawyer. Take my number. And just walked away from me. And that was it.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. And like we hear about like the different people got different relationships when it comes to Damon Dash, and as well as Beanie Sigel. Like going into that, that first year, what was your relationship like with these people?
Oh, which one?
We can start with Dame Dash.
All right. In the beginning, it was great with Dame. he treated me. He showed a lot of favoritism to me, and he kind of pushed me to the forefront. Like I had just got there, I got signed, and that same month or two, he put my One for Peedi Crakk song on the Paid in Full soundtrack and shot the video for it. Like automatically, I'm popping. I just got there. You know what I'm saying? There's mad other niggas been sitting waiting for a video and a single. He put my shit on the soundtrack to the movie that's popping, and the video now video circulating on BET and all that shit, and I'm automatically on Rocafella popping. And Dame just was he was dope, man. I didn't understand him in the beginning because I didn't understand shit, man. We was kids, and I wasn't even interested in the business aspect. I didn't have no respect for the business aspect. I was just completely on some artist shit. You know what I'm saying? On some young artist rap shit, and he was straight business. And I took a little offense to that how stern he was about shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But now I respect it. Now I respect it. But the relationship was cool in the beginning, man. I appreciate him more now looking back than I did at the time. At the time, I didn't. We used to clash. We used to begin to clash after a while. I was just being immature. I wasn't appreciative of what he was doing for us. He was doing a lot for niggas, man. He's doing a lot for a lot of people at one time. It was crazy. Like it was definitely one of the best places I could have landed as far as with this rap shit in the beginning for me. I mean, to start off with, where he was a dope person, a boss to be with. You know what I mean?
Dope. And that same question, like I want to ask you when it comes to Beanie Sigel, like Beanie Sigel that first year, like what was that relationship, and give us a little background on it.
Well, all right. So when it come to Mac, man, we all was such fans of Mac, you know what I mean? And plus we from Philly, so at the time, this when Sigel first came out, The Truth, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? All of that crazy shit. All that shit with him and Hove, and so I'm so much of a fan. It took me a long time to really even get comfortable around this dude because I'm kind of like idolized. I kind of idolize this dude. You know what I'm saying? It's Sigel. I fuck with the bars, and then he just got this aura about him. You know what I'm saying? Like I call him on. You know what I mean? Because he's got this aura about him. A lot of people don't understand him from afar. If you don't know him personally, girls say disrespectful or this and that at the time. And he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He was stern, and he was just real protective. You know what I'm saying? So we just started to learn a whole nother side of Mac. And Mac was he's just an ill big homie. We fly places. If we in Cali, instead of us getting a bunch of different rooms, we'll get one big suite, and we'll all be in there, and he'll just be he'll cook for the whole squad, and just on some real big homie shit. And that's only people that will know him that way is the immediate fam. You know what I'm saying? Because people outside of the fam, they just got a bunch of negative shit to say about Mac. And I already know they just don't understand him. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely is an ill individual. And I'm still amazed at the way how he able to articulate words in verses and shit, because he don't write at all. He a real hood street nigga, but could be very articulate like a nigga that went to college. You know what I'm saying? There's still some shit he hit saying verses that I'll understand what it mean now, and I'm like, yo, how the fuck did he say that back then though? You know what I'm saying? How do you even know what that word, the definition of that word was? So anyway, this was a real interesting process. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The whole experience is just priceless. I'm telling you, from beginning even to up to now, it's something that it's something that you can't explain. You know what I'm saying? That experience is priceless. I don't regret anything. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't take nothing back. None of that. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. And then like we hear about your, like, first, everybody that's in the room right now, share this room. Let's get the shares up. Let them know that we got Peedi Crakk in the building. Dope interview. We're gonna allow a few people to ask a few questions when I'm done. So y'all stay tuned. But share the room. But back to it, bro. Like when it comes to like Cameron, like Dipset, like, so you got State Property on this label at the same time, and then you got Dipset. Like, what was your relationship with Dipset and, like, say, Cameron?
My Dipset relationship was crazy. That's the thing. In the beginning, I'm always been a super Cameron fan since what was that? Sex, Drugs, and Entertainment, I think was that album.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first,
sports, drug,
the first.
entertainment. Yeah, sports,
Right.
drug, entertainment.
All right. So Sports, Drugs, Entertainment. Ever since that shit, I've been turned out on some Cam shit. 357, all of that shit. That's just my type of rapper. So when I would see him up there, I would always make sure I fuck with him. Like, yo, Killer, what's up? I need you on something, man. So anyway, I had the song One for Peedi Crakk, and he heard it. And when he heard it, he was like, yo, bring that up here. I want to put a verse on that. So that's how our relationship really kind of started. When he put the verse on One for Peedi Crakk, we got really tight. You know what I'm saying? Then Jewels, me and Els got tight, just all by affiliation. The whole squad, everybody really showed a lot of love. Jim, I used to go to Harlem, fuck with Els a lot. It used to be like real organic. Them niggas would come to Philly and come fuck with me a lot. And I don't know, I just really fuck with them niggas. Harlem and Philly niggas is a lot alike, but Brooklyn and Philly niggas a lot alike too. So that whole little trio of niggas was we kind of meshed good. I don't know what that situation about with Jay and Cam, but outside of that, we all had got along. Like All State Property was good with Dipset. We was all good.
Why is there rumors out there saying that there was tension between the Dipset and State Property?
No, it wasn't none of us. We didn't know what was going on. They kept us in the dark. That was Mac was a little upset. To keep it a being with you, he's a little upset that Dame was trying to make Cam like a president up there, right?
Also, with that famous story, like what Cam be telling about, like The Office, he was talking about state property members, like saying
he was talking about The Office. Mac, not the members. He was talking about Sigel. He was talking about Beans. He wasn't talking about us because we wasn't in that area of conversations to even have a problem with it. We was artists. We was on some soldier shit. You know what I mean? They would have meetings. If the meeting was with the boss niggas, it would be Dame, Jay, Biggs, Beans, not Dame, Jay, Peedi Crakk, Freeway. So we didn't know what was going on. So when them issues would come up, it would be amongst them. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't state property. They probably say state property when they post the shit, but it was Mac. We wasn't even aware of the details of the issues at the time. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you. And then was it a back and forth with you and Tata?
No, it wasn't a back and forth with me and Tata. That was a different situation. I had an issue. I didn't know it was Wine's wife, OG Wine. Me and her got in a little verbal altercation, and words were said. And then they told Jay. Jay called me about it. I said, all right, cool. He's like, yo, do me a favor, just apologize, man. It's a lady, this and that's all right, no problem. I didn't know it was the homie wife. I'll apologize. But I saw Ty, and Ty was not feeling that apology shit. He didn't give a fuck. I was like, yo, I'm gonna apologize. So he's like, yeah, fuck off. He wasn't trying to hear that shit. So for a minute, I had a little vendetta against Ty. Like, we had a conversation, but after that conversation, I always felt like I wanted to pay him back. And the funny shit was when I seen him again, I'm all up still in my feelings. And this nigga he wanted to talk to me about putting me on that record with Neo. He's like, yo, let me holler at you real quick. I want I got Ty after the altercation.
Got you. And and did you know at that time that OG1 wife had cooperated with the government?
No, I didn't never know. When we all heard about that, it was when anybody heard about that. I've never heard about that before. I've never been aware of none of that.
I got you.
Hey, Craig, why y'all never?
Hey, hold on, bro. We go give it to the floor in just a second. Let me finish these questions.
What's up?
So so that y'all basically this Rocafella is booming, bro. Like, when did the transition come? How many years later from you signing where you start to see this famous split?
You know what? The ride was it was for a nice little grip. I think I got there in 2002, and I think that shit happened in like 2006. So I had a nice little 4-year run of a smooth sell on Rocafella because besides you being a dope artist, just the rock stamp, you're gonna have a smooth sell through life. You know what I mean? Moving around out this joint. The shows, the hoes, you know what I mean? All of that shit was real sweet. So it was a good 4 years. And then I remember one day I was sitting I was at a waiting for them at a photo shoot for Rockaware. It was early in the morning, and I ran into Bleak, and Bleak pulled me to the side, yo, and I appreciate him for this too. And he's like, yo, you need to tighten up, bro. You got all your shit together. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, yo, like hurry up, get an album out and bust your moves and everything. He said, yo, because this shit about to be over, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Shit is great. Like, I'm loving the way it is right now. He like, nah, them niggas this shit about to get shut down. I'm like, oh, he's bugging. What is he talking about? And then slowly, more conversations start coming about. I'm like, oh, this is what Bleak was talking about. These niggas about to split this shit up. And it happened quick. Niggas really split that shit up. They sent Lenny S down here to Philly and told us, like, yo, Jay and them saying, letting everybody go. Everybody can go. The contracts is void. And it was just like that. It was just one day, just easy like that.
You think that, like, was that a good thing? Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Like, was that a good thing?
I was happy. For me, it was. I don't know how anybody else had felt, but for me, this around the time I had a lot of records out, and I was still a new artist. My album didn't drop yet. The anticipation for the album was high. I was at a nice place, a whole nother check, whole new situation. Mad niggas was calling my lawyer companies trying to have meetings. So it was great. But I ended up staying with Jay, even after the breakup. The breakup was there. I was sitting for like a month or two. And then my lawyer ran into Jay Peoples, set the meeting up. And I had a meeting with Jay one night. And that's when he became the president of Def Jam. And we talked for like 15, 20 minutes. He's like, yo, I'm the president of this shit. If you want to stay here, I got your contract here. You can stay here and finish out what you started. I said, yeah, I'd rather stay here with you. I don't know what the fuck. I'm more comfortable that I know you. And I will hope that you got a little better interest for me than some new motherfucker that I don't even know. I got to get accustomed to a new building. So I just like, yo, and who wouldn't want to stay with Jay? You know what I'm saying? So I just stayed with Jay. And it's good I stayed with Jay. That's how I record. And it's just a better look for me.
Right. Like, was there some tension though after that decision though? Like when it came to, the label mates? Was there some tension you choosing to go with Jay-Z? Yo, can you hear me?
You mad low, Peedi. Mad low.
He might be in the Matrix or something.
I hear him, but he mad low.
Yeah, something disconnected. The algorithm moving and shit. You feel me? And just in case y'all don't know, we gonna have Freeway up here too soon too.
Volume up button. If you push the volume up button.
Like he cut niggas off and he wasn't talking. The young guys and Free and all of them, they still going up New York.
Do not disturb.
He can push if you push the volume.
Yo,
you getting that call from Jay-Z, and Jay-Z had went to Def Jam after the split. He the president, and he like, do you want to come over here, stay over here with us? And you decided to stay with Jay-Z. And I was asking you, did you have any like backlash? Like, what was your label mates? What was their thoughts on that decision?
nobody really had a problem with that. I can't remember anybody having an issue with me staying with Jay. For the most part, nigga, everybody out the squad was still cool with Jay. Yeah, the relationships were still there. It's like when they broke up, it didn't mean it that like he cut niggas off and he wasn't talking. The young guys and Free and all of them, they still was going up New York to parties and going to the office even after the breakup, still fucking with Jay. So nobody had nothing to say. I think, yeah, I never experienced nobody having an issue.
I got you. And like just moving forward into like now into the future, where like a few years ago I know there was some tension between you and Oschino as not Oschino and as far as Beanie Sigel, did y'all ever get that situated?
I don't know what situation you're talking about with me and Oschino and Beans.
Yeah, wasn't it like you were saying that?
Two separate situations.
Okay.
O and Beans had an issue, right? First, that was separate, and then recently, Oschino had an issue with me, for not coming to his son's funeral.
His audio messed up again. We about to fix it.
Is it me or his phone mad low?
His phone's low.
Yo, Crack, your phone low. Your phone got Crack. Yo, Peedi.
I learned how to channel.
He probably got us on speaker.
You there?
Yeah, we here.
Definitely can bring jog back what we were saying and the conversation.
All right, I'm here.
Yo, my bad, bro. Yeah, so like you said, it was two different situations with you and O and Beanie Sigel. Can you go with the Beanie Sigel situation first?
I can't, because I really don't know that situation with between them two. I don't know the details of it to speak on it.
I'm saying, like, did you have one or no? You didn't have
Nah,
one. Okay.
Like I said, it wasn't a situation. Nah.
All right, got you. And then with the old situation, like recently you said about his son's funeral, did y'all resolve that? Can you explain that?
Yeah, like I said, we didn't resolve it, but I said, like, I learned with maturity lately that you gotta, everything ain't gotta be handled with aggression and battle, especially when it's some people like between me and him that come from the same squad like that. So when I first heard that his anger about it, I didn't even get upset because I totally understand whether he right or wrong and about the details of it. But still, the man lost his son, so you know what I mean. I couldn't imagine that as far as with my kids, so I couldn't understand. I can understand where his head may be at. So I feel I'll just give him some time, you know what I'm saying? And God willing, we get to talk about it or not, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not even tripping about it. So I wouldn't call that a situation because it's both parties ain't on that. I'm not even tripping. You know what I mean? I just feel for him, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a sad situation, and you know what I'm saying? He's going through a lot right now. That's all I can contribute that to. You know what I mean? So he might be expressing himself all different kind of ways, man. Can't nobody say what they would do. I can't, because I've never been in that situation. So it's not an issue,
bro.
man. It's more so just he's suffering a bad time in his life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm mature enough to understand that. You know what I mean?
No, we respect your maturity for sure, bro. That was dope. And like moving forward into now, like what you got going on now before we let people ask a few questions. What do you have planned on? Like you any album being released? Any features that we should look for?
Yeah, so I've been away from the scene for a while. Now I've been recording a lot though. I'm always gonna record, man. I can't stop. I've been writing and rhyming and recording since I was 12. So it would be almost impossible for me to lie for me to sit here and say like I ain't doing it right now. I just haven't been releasing the music because that's the thing. Throughout the years, I've always had somebody to handle the business for me. And, I had management and all of that. And it was a time for that when you're a young artist and all you doing is just rapping. I mean, you the artist. But we all older now and we've experienced so much and learned so much. I can't make myself just chill and just be an artist and have a manager and all of that. I am the manager and I am the brand. I'm the brand and it's my company. You know what I'm saying? So I need to take time to learn all of these things so I could go in full force. You know what I mean? And do it to the fullest. So I had to take time off and just learn the game. And that was important to me because if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not going to do it. I know what I'm doing musically, but if I don't know what I'm doing business wise, I just don't feel comfortable jumping out there and I don't know where the direction of my business going and where the finances is going and everything. I need to know all of that. So I'd rather sacrifice the time to learn and then jump back in strong. So that's what I've been doing these past years. And I'm glad I took that time off. And so now we're gonna try our hand back at it. I got a lot of heat in the stash. I got 3 EPs. I got a thing that I was doing for the past year since I got on called Crack Files. I went up to part 5, but me and my man Ant Live, he just recently passed from cancer, God rest his soul. But we got back together and was able to do part 6. He recently passed like a month ago, and we had just finished.
R.I.P.
I appreciate it, and we just completed the part 6. So I got the part 6 in the stash. And then my man DR Period, you know, the nigga who made How About Some Hardcore and Annie Up and all of that, Brownsville producer, super producer. We've been working out AC. He got the studio out there. We've been working on the EP. We got that finished. I got like 4 EPs in an album in the stash. So I'm in the process of just getting all my promotion and all my strategies for marketing and promoting down pack and just start bombing. So it's basically what's going on. I got music on the way, basically.
Did his son try to pass you any beats?
Whose son?
DR Period. His son Zay.
Nah, but he played something for me from him, though. But nah, he didn't try to slide me nothing, no. But he did play me something, though.
Yeah, he be on here. He on here. Shit.
That's what's up. Shout out to the little homie. Yeah, I heard a drink from him, and I liked it.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Hey, before I give it to the floor, hey Ghost, Reg, y'all got any questions?
I got a couple of people that did send me a message that they want to ask a question, so I just wanted to shout them out real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ghost, what up, Ghost? I got a question when you're ready.
Hold on, Ghost, go ahead.
Yeah, I got one question for you, Peedi. Knowing what you do know now about Desiree Perez, would you be able to work with Rocafella, knowing what you know about her if she was still the CEO?
Would I be able to work with Rocafella if I know about the? To be honest with you, she's not the CEO of Rocafella. She wasn't at the time either.
Yeah, she the CEO
She was
now.
just the big homie wife. Oh, she the CEO now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I was an employee at a music company, yeah, I would. I would just go work and do my job and go home and mind my business.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you as an artist, could you?
Hey, Crack, I got a question.
Work with her?
My bad, Ghost.
What's up? What's going on?
My bad, Ghost. Go ahead.
Oh, Shady, go ahead.
Yeah, yo, just say your name when y'all got it. You know what I mean? So he know who he talking.
My bad. I ain't know I was cutting Ghost off. I ain't even get a chance to say that. My bad.
Nah, after Shady, Bonnie got something to say. Sorry.
Yo, Crack, what's up, boy? This Shady Black.
What's up, Shady?
I'm chilling, bro. You already know. Knowing how laid back you is, bro, right? You know, and I was listening about O and whatnot, knowing how laid back you is, knowing that, you know, what I've been through, I'm gonna wedge that in there a little bit, right? Only to say this. If gonna come my way, shit'll get done way much faster, man. It don't, like, I look at O and his eyes on them interviews, bro. Like, Crack, out of everybody, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, if you go his way, bro, like, you don't got to, but I'm saying, like, you, Crack, I'm saying, bro, it's different, bro. Because you don't do that type of shit. You chill, you lay back, bro. But if you go at him, bro, and I'll tell you this face to face, you know that, bro. Like, but if you go at, bro, man, we don't know if we got that time, bro. We don't, Free lost 2 kids, he lost 2 kids. I don't know what's going on. Well, your son might be popping them beats off in the movies and shit, but what I'm saying is, bro, like, we don't know what time we got. If you get a chance, bro, go to O, bro. Because that's our brother, bro. If he die, you going to go to his funeral, bro. That's a fact.
Yeah, well, you know what, to be honest, Shady, man, I think about it a lot, man. And I appreciate you, you know, putting that out there, man, because, you know, you always come from a good place when we have our conversations, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's something that I just got to process myself because there's some more underlying issues, you know what I'm saying? So we still processing, but trust me, it's definitely a thought because I'm not that hard up on stuff.
Word.
That's that compared to the things that mean so much to me at home, that's not that big of a problem to me. You know what I'm saying? My mom, my mother, and my daughter and stuff. That's my main thing that could really fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But that could be fixed out there. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt. It's,
you know what I mean?
it's legacy too, man. It's a legacy thing too, man. Like I said, bro, it's a legacy thing. Like y'all got a legacy and shit. You feel me? And like when I see all y'all and I don't see that shit hurt. You feel me? And I know it's like you said, it's underlying shit. There's a lot of mitigating factors that you got to include in this whole situation. But I just know that a lot of shit get knocked off the table, bro. When I see niggas face to face, we won't be having them problems like we have via the internet and shit. I promise you that. So I just like when you see Owen shit, you don't got them problems. Like I don't be having problems with niggas for real when I see them, bro.
Yeah. But like I said, Shady, like, God willing, man, I let things take its course. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not the person to initiate anything. You know what I mean? I just go with the flow, and I go on all aspects of what's going on in my life these days, man. I just be working with the hand I'm dealt. You know what I'm saying? And because God showed me so much throughout the years where I didn't even have to put much effort into something, whether it was issues with people or whether it was with my career or my personal life. It worked this way. It worked itself out. You know what I'm saying? I put it in God's hands. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how I'm handling the situation.
No doubt. Now I hope you got all the strength and power with that shit, bro. And I mean that from my heart, bro.
I appreciate that, Shay. Love you, man. Always love you, man. For
All right, yo, Crack. Vonnie got a question. Vonnie, you right there?
Hey, Peedi, it's Bonnie. I was just welcoming you to the
Bonnie. Bonnie, I know you like you bitch ass nigga. I've been asked you to get on this shit.
I said, I know I don't see Peedi Crakk up here, but we're glad to have you. It's a great platform to be on.
Thank you, baby. My man Reds got it out of me. He always know how to get me to do some shit. My nigga Reds from BK made me bust a move. I told him, man, everybody been trying to get me to do this shit. You did it, man.
Thank you, Reds. I tried. He was like, oh no.
Yeah, man. But what's up, Vonnie? How you doing?
I'm good. I got an article I could do for you. I'm just gonna hit you up.
I'm with it. Come on, man. You know I got you.
Word.
All right. Stacks, you had something, right?
Stack City, yo, what's up, Peedi Crakk?
Stack City, what's up, baby?
What's up, man? You know, I was sitting there, I saw you on the gram with coming out with Alicia Keys. She brought you out, man. That shit was legendary, bro. That shit made me smile, man. That shit, how that shit come about?
I'm highly appreciative, man. I was chilling, man. I was in Delaware. Actually, I just got done performing in Delaware, and I stayed the night out there. And in the middle of the night, I checked my DM, and Swiss had DM'd me, and he's like, "Hey, Crack, what up? Me and my wife, we in AC tonight, but she wants you to come out tomorrow and perform on the tour." So that just blew me away, man. So I was hyped. I woke up the next day, shot straight to Philly, and called Swiss. Met him at the sound check. Met Leisha for the first time. I'm all starstruck. I'm nervous as hell. She cool as fuck. She keep high-fiving and shit. I'm feeling uncomfortable high-fiving her because she seemed like you know, this Alicia Keys. She just randomly just keep high-fiving and shit. I'm feeling awkward, but it was dope, man. They wanted me to do one for Peedi Crakk, which I didn't expect. I thought they was gonna want me to do the flip side or the Neo song, but she wanted the grimy shit. She wanted the street shit. And that was just mind-blowing, man. That was just a real dope opportunity and situation.
That was legendary. That was legendary, yo.
Yeah.
But we putting that shit
a lot. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I said we still putting that together, man. We're gonna see you out here soon. All right, I'll text you.
Come on. I'm with it, baby. Let's get it.
Yo, Peedi Crakk. This
All right.
Rich Lou from North Philly. Crack, what's going on with you?
What's up, family? How you?
Ain't shit. I'm at 2800 and real North Philly shit.
Real North Philly shit. What's happening?
You already know. Bro, like, I'm a real fan, so, you know what I mean? I just wanted to say, first and foremost, thanks for coming on the platform. You know what I mean? Just telling your story. Definitely appreciative.
No doubt. It was a long time coming, man. I should have been on this joint, but I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, ain't about shit. You know what I mean? It's another avenue for you. You know what I mean? For you to push your shit a different way.
Most definitely.
But my question, though, bro, like, I'm a true fan. So, like, honestly, everything that you said, you know, from past interviews or whatnot, I heard it before. But this is my question as a fan, bro. Like, just because, you know what I mean, I love that Rocafella shit, love that State Pride shit. You know what I mean? Like, do you really truly feel in your heart that it could ever be a reunion, bro?
I know. I never doubted that it could be a reunion.
Right.
Is a reunion necessary at this point? I don't feel like it is. I don't.
It has been some though.
See, check it out. No. We always gonna reunite and do the shows. You mean a reunion like a new album, right? And all of that.
I mean, no, not even that, Crack. Just meaning like
we reunite every summer.
Yeah, he's talking about Oschino.
Y'all had y'all moments, but it's more so like I'm just thinking more so the whole Rocafella. Like, you know what I mean? I know.
Yeah. Hey, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, bro.
Check it. That would be beautiful. But I'm the type of person I am, man. I'm like a lone wolf, man. I kind of take things for what it's worth and appreciate them. But you got to keep it rolling because tomorrow is a new day, and then another opportunity coming. I don't really like to backtrack. You know what I mean? Even though I know we got the love for the history of the shit, and it was such a dope time for us, and it's hard to let it go, but I'm really good at letting shit go, bro. I like moving on. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward.
You on that, Crack. I think I learned that shit from you, man.
Real shit. Yo, you got to, man, because I done seen so many great things happen when you gotta reinvent, man. You gotta reinvent. I'm in the process of reinventing. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that, Crack, man. Keep your head up, man. Love.
All right, love. Thank you, family.
Yo, Crack, what's good, G's? I wanted to just ask you, man, as a fan of the catalog and just the journey that y'all had, of course, for a lot of us, we just can't let that shit go, right? But to be honest with you, man, I would like to know how you feel about music in 2022, because the landscaping of when you really got in the game and the run that y'all were able to have, I know music was different. The timing was different versus teens at that time. How do you really feel about music overall as just Crack the artist, like today in 2022?
Okay, that's a great question, man. And I think about this a lot. It goes to the old thing of like when we was kids, right? And older people, we be listening to our shit we like to listen to. Like, for instance, like say back in my era, I was turned out on Wu-Tang and all of that. But my aunts and my uncles and my mom and them, they didn't get it. They didn't get it, right? And I'm like, yo, y'all bugging. This is that shit. Criminology, Inspector Deck, Raekwon, Ghostface, Meth. I was turned out. They didn't understand. And I'm like, damn, they're tripping. But now, I get it now. The kids listening to shit and they're like, yo, listen to this. This that shit. And I don't get it. I don't get it. It don't move me or nothing. But it's not for me to get, and it's not for me to judge either. Music is everybody gonna have their time, and it's the time for the kids to do their thing. Hip hop is a young man game. You know what I'm saying? If you get older and you're in the business, you got to find your place in the business. But as far as the majority of the successful artists, they all young bulls. Kodak Black, NBA young bull, young niggas is getting it. Lil Baby, all young bulls. This is a young man's game. I want them to. This is their time to do their thing. I'm not really tripping about the music. I know what type of music I like to make and what I like to listen to, but I'm not tripping about that. I love where the direction of the business has went opposed to back in the day. It's more independent. Niggas making more money than they ever made off rap. You know what I'm saying? Easily off the cell phone. And that's what I love the most. I appreciate that. So I don't gotta love the music that much. It's not for me to love. I like the direction that the business is going in, and let the young boys have fun with their shit. And it's still a lane for niggas like old niggas like me. I want that Griselda shit and all of that. It's still, if what's his name, West Side Gun is still making millions of dollars off old school rap. So I know the crowd and the lane is out there. That's cool enough for me. So I'll go with my target audience, and to each his own out here. But I'm not really the nigga to be judging.
Yo, Peedi, let me go behind.
Thank you.
Yo, hold on, real quick. One mic. Yo, Big Juice, where you at?
I'm right here.
Go ahead, ask your question.
Okay, hey Peedi, this is Big Juice. My question is, one of my favorite tracks that you on is Flip Side. And so I just want to know, like, the energy behind it, how that song started. Get it, but later, such a blow, la la. Like, how did that come about? Like, that was, I don't know exactly what was said right then, but when you hear that drop, like, that's crazy.
It came about by accident. Honestly, that wasn't purposely done, and it was supposed to be deleted out. Luckily, Freeway kept it, but I wanted them to take that out. I didn't intentionally do that for as the intro. I was warming up, so that came from an old verse from another song that I used to spit that went like that. Can you get him? Where did she say she blow? I forgot how the verse. I forgot how the verse go. But I said that the height to get my shit to start jigging to get it warmed up, and then I went into my verse, and then when they was done, I was like, "Yo, delete that." Free like, "No, keep that." I'm like, "You sure?" He's like, "Yes, we keeping that." So I'm glad he ended up keeping that. You know, it turned out to be like some, historical, monumental type of line right there.
Very monumental, very monumental.
Definitely.
A memorable tagline.
Hey, Crack, this shot teeth, man. Just break down the origins of your flow, brother. Like that, your flow is out of this fucking world, brother, for years. I want to compliment you on that, man.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, man.
What is the origin? That's the real question y'all niggas need to be asking this, man. Where did that shit come from, Slim?
All right, so in my opinion, I think from the time that I was so turned out on rap, like now we older. I love hip hop, but I don't got time to listen to rap all day, every day and memorize the words and shit. But it was a time when we was kids and teenagers that's all I did was buy the CD, learn every word, and to go to the next nigga CD and everything that came out that I love. I'm learning every word. I'm learning every flow. I'm memorizing this shit. I'm banging this shit all day in my headphones. So I think I was absorbing all of these different styles and learning these techniques. Because I'll be remembering when I was learning how to create my style, I was borrowing little techniques from like Nice and Smooth and Ultramagnetic MC, just random niggas that had style. Buster Rhymes, you feel me? Buster, all of my shit, just I like to bounce around. So it eventually groomed into my own shit. Like yo, I'm just utilizing little different techniques, and then it just turned into I found this one little cadence and delivery and flow of my own that it just stuck with me, and then that's how my shit. That's how I believe it was born. But it just come from me being such a fan of so many dope, diverse artists that it created itself. It was born. You know what I'm saying?
What's that Shooski Balooski? All that shit is crazy, my nigga. That shit had to come off being wet. That shit came off being wet.
Shooski was off the wet smoke for sure.
Yeah, okay, all right. Hey, listen, man. Everybody salute this man for his career. He's a legendary MC.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, man.
Hey, yo, Peedi. This the only ABM tag. Get down and lay down. Rip this shit hard. Hey, I heard I believe you said something about you had touched on the track when Cam had got on there. What did that track not get cleared? Was it not never put out? What happened?
Yeah, actually, it is available on on YouTube. If you put in one for Peedi Crakk featuring Cameron and Jewels, it'll pop up. But it was the one for Peedi Crakk that I ended up doing this record like 3 or 4 different times. I first did it home. Before I got to Rocafella, I did it with me, Indy 500, and Freeway. I took it up to Rocafella. I took it up to Def Jam or Rocafella. Me, Cam, Freeway. Me, Cam, and Jewels did it. Jay took them off it, and then Dame ended up making us do it over again with me, Free, Beans, and Chris, and that's the last one, the one that we shot the video for. So. It was done and it's out, but it never got put out officially because Jay did take Cam off the record, and that's how that went.
Yo, Peedi. What up, Crack is half, baby.
What's that? Half said, yo, you gotta watch it on here, Crack.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
They gonna try to get you, but no, I don't trip. I don't trip because I state the facts only. That's why I don't trip about me saying anything. I ain't gonna say nothing too crazy, and I ain't never gonna say a lie.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you up here.
Once I seen Shady, I knew Shady was gonna make sure you was good. But yo, so niggas want to know, bro. Like, is you reaching
back in the hood? Like, what artists from the city you working with? Like, who you pushing right now? What? Who can we look forward to coming from?
Yeah, it's one person in particular, and there's a lot of artists that I've been having my eyes on. There's a kid named Dope Boy. I keep trying to find this kid. He got a lot of dope shit on the gram. I reached out to him, but he hard to really grasp. I got to grip him and take him to the stool, but he crazy. Nigga Dope Boy. But my main artist I'm working with hands on is my man Shy Skip from North. I got about 6-7 songs with Shice right now. So shout out my brother Shy Skip. He been going hard. He one of the nicest. I'm a fan of this nigga since the first time I ever heard him. And I just got with him and we just been rocking ever since. So, you know, that's how that's going down. Shy Skip. He on all the projects. He on the Crack File, the new Crack File. Huh?
Hey, Crack. If you get a chance, check out Cartel Gunner. He from over your side, bro.
All right, I gotta look him up. Because, you know, I'm ready to get behind the desk and put these young niggas out. But the ones that's keeping it hip hop, I'm not getting with the other shit. I'm only getting with my type of rap. So the ones that's on that real rap.
Does Shady rap too? Does Shady Black rap too?
Sometimes.
I worked with you a few times, and they kind of asked you my question and answered it. But I wanted to know how you feel about the new school, like the rap, like the new school rap.
Yeah, I did answer that. I said that it's not really for me to go, but personally, I really don't listen to it, to be honest with you. Now sometimes some of it is fun, and if I'm drunk and we in a club, and the beat bopping, I'm like, I like this joint, but I'm not really tripping about rap right now. I'll only be listening to myself, to be honest. My new shit, making sure I'm sharp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, Peedi.
What's up?
Yo, Peedi, salute. This is Tito, man. I'm in the city, man.
What's up, family?
I want to give you your flowers, Brody. I followed your career. Your whole career, I was locked up for the whole career and shit, but that whole legendary line, that shit was all over the jail. Nigga was definitely jacking that whole state property and up north, New York and shit. Niggas definitely was tuned in. And I'm glad. I like the way you speak too, because I ain't never really heard you speak. Like, you know, I always seen the artist side of you, man. So you carry yourself very well, though. So
I really appreciate that, man. I'll be 45 this year, man. So, you know, you had to grow up at some point, you know what I mean? Get out of that mentality. I got to take responsibility for myself. I got kids, you know what I'm saying?
That's
the
a
whole
fact.
Legacy. You feel
That's
me?
a fact. Yo, I want to ask you a question, right? I used to read the Kite magazine, and there was an article. I think it was in the Kite magazine. They was saying that they was comparing Meek's flow to your flow. You ever heard of that rumor?
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
Not on no shady shit. Not on no shady shit.
No. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot, but I think it's just, man. I think it's a mixture of two things. I believe it's a Philly thing, possibly, and then the other thing is that when I first came out, I was like 24. Meek probably was about like 15, 16. He grew up listening to us, so it's only right if he's inspired. That's fine. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, that's dope.
And y'all got like 25 songs, like 30 songs.
Yeah, we got a lot of, but we don't got that many. Me and me got like 8 songs we did together, but beforehand, I think he was just inspired by it, and that's only right, and that's cool. So if you hear a little crack in him, that's what's up. I'm happy. That's a pat on the back.
Yeah, that's dope. That's fire shit, man. That's how it's supposed to be, more or less. So you already know, man. I'm off this, man. Respect, man. Pleasure to speak to you, homie.
Thank you, my brother.
Can I ask a question? Hold on, one mic. Let me ask the question right fast, y'all. This is from someone who's down in the audience. It's from Stretch 2 Times. This is Jess. His question is, I feel like a lot of younger rappers was influenced by your flow and style. The one that sticks out to me is Meek. Have y'all ever done any music together, or would you love to do? That's what you just asked. Never mind.
Yeah, we did a lot of
Yeah.
records together though in the early
Yeah,
stage. We just got a lot of drinks.
Yeah, I just heard the answer to that shit. I felt dumb as hell, but I never heard none of that shit. But I definitely hear Meek. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hear your flow and Meek, you know what I'm saying? His flow type shit. Like, influence, not saying he stole your shit and none of that, but like, I can hear
influence, man. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. It really makes me proud to be a person that can inspire. You know what I'm saying? Because I was inspired. You feel me?
Hey, Crack.
Peedi.
Yes.
Crack, I got a memory for you. State Road.
called Golden Girl, bro. You called Golden Girl after we was locked down. They shut the whole state road down. What was you thinking, Crack?
I never did that. That's a lie.
We heard it on the radio.
Hold on. You mean I called her from the jail while I was in jail?
Yeah.
Nah, I never used a phone. I never called her from jail on my daughter, my nigga. That's a lie. I never. Now you might have thought I called in if they played an old recording, and then I got locked up after that, and it seemed like, damn, this nigga just called. No, that was already pre-recorded. But I never used a phone in jail other than, the phone to call home. I never called Golden Girl from jail.
Oh yeah, they blame the whole shutdown on you. They locked the whole state road down. Said you called Golden Girl after hours.
Nah, I don't remember that though. But I would have remembered that if I got the jail locked down and I was there, I would have remembered that. But hey, man, a lot of jail stories. I be hearing a lot of stuff, but that didn't happen, no, bro.
Yo, P,
What's
this
up?
Franny from Philly.
This is Angie right next to you. I'm gonna let you go right after that, sweetheart. First of all, I just want to say welcome to Clubhouse. It's super dope to see you on here in good spirits, sounding real good. I'm definitely around you with state property, and what you did in your career is definitely my generation. I kind of feel like you feel not really inspired with a lot of the music that's going on now. So my question to you is, do you ever feel like, number one, like I feel like in my era, besides you and Pun, there was like, I don't know, a vacancy of Latin rappers. So do you feel like there's like another Latin rapper on the come up? That's the first question. And the second question is, how motivated are you to keep putting music out? Because, your fans grow as you do and we age. Like, Jay-Z probably going to be making music until he's probably 70 and 80 like Frank Sinatra, because, the fans grow with y'all. So how motivated are you to just keep putting music out? And how do you feel about the vacancy of just really like Latin artists to hip hop right now?
So I'll answer the Latin artist part first. There's a lot of dope Latin artists out. It's just that they not making it to the mainstream area yet, though. But for one, as an example, Bodega Bams is super ill, and I had met him. I was driving in Bushwick, Brooklyn one day, driving to the studio. And I'm listening to Cypher Sounds. This was a few years ago. And I hear this nigga just killing it, like, I forgot the name, Don something. It was the Bodega Bams. So I pulled over, went on Twitter, I think. This when Twitter was jumping. Found his Twitter and hit him, messaged him, and he slid through the studio. We chopped it up and we ended up doing a song together. And I had to let him know, like, yo, when I heard him, like, I thought that let me know, like, it is some ill Latin rap niggas out here on the low. Now, why they not in mainstream right now? Nobody really care about the mainstream too much. Now, if you put your ear to the underground, you'll see more than what you think. But right now, as far as the radio and all that, like how Pun was big, we don't got that right now, but they around, though. You know what I mean? And what was the other thing you asked me as far as the inspiration for music?
The other thing is, like, you have fans like me, and I'm sure a lot of other people in here that, the golden era, you was part of that. You know what I'm saying? So I still want to hear music from you. So how motivated are you? Because I see a lot of artists saying now that they're not inspired to put music out. Like Cardi B was saying that in an Angie Martinez interview the other day. Like, her new album's not out because she thinks everything out is like pretty much trash and she's not inspired. So how is it to keep your inspiration, to even like get the hunger to keep putting stuff out?
You know what? Well, I'm human, and sometimes you'll have them times where you just don't feel inspired. You know what I'm saying? When I don't feel inspired, I'm not even going to create. I'm not going to create because I got to be organic. I like it just comes to me naturally. I like when it's that feeling. But to be honest with you, I feel like I got a duty. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I owe the fans this because we came too far, you know what I'm saying, in the support level. Not to sound corny, but I do feel like I owe it to them. And the fire's still burning. Like if I spit and I wrote and I didn't think that shit was heat, I would gracefully bow out and just let the legacy be dope. Like, yo, Crack was ill, but I wouldn't tarnish the legacy. But I still feel like I got that shit. So until I stop feeling like I got the shit, I'm gonna keep gassing. And so that's why I just keep wanting to spit, because I still feel that the niggas can't fuck with me in my lane. It's only going to be one me, so I might as well handle this while I'm on the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Franny, you had a question?
Yes, thank you. Hey, Peedi, this is Franny from Philly.
Hey, Mom.
So I wanted to ask you about battle rap in Philly because now there's like a new, not new era, because it's some new people. There's some people that was out back in the day, and now they back again. But with Shiz bringing everybody back for the battle rap stuff. My brother News, he actually be battling a lot, and I wanted to know, do you ever watch any of the new battle rap from Philly?
I'm to be honest with you, I'm not super tuned in, but I am a fan of battle rap. But I'm just not tuned in. But I'm not that I'm just not tuned into battle rap. I'm not really tuned into nobody rap right now. For the last year, I've had my head just deep into my business and just my surrounding circle, like my artists, my music, and just mixing down these records. And I'm so easily sidetracked and influenced that I can't really even pay too much attention to anything outside of what's going on in my business and in my music circle. So I'm just totally tuned out. I don't know what's going on with battle rap or any other really rap going on, unless it's like a big ass record that I can't fucking hide from that you're gonna hear everywhere. But I'm not tuned in at all too much. I'm just in my world right now, in my zone. That's how every artist should be in a zone. You got to be in your world and pull them into your world. You got to pull them into your world. You know what I'm saying? You got to create your space in your world and pull the world into your world. You know what I'm saying?
Peedi, hi.
Should we
Hi, okay, thank you so much for answering my question.
All right, this
No
is
problem,
CNC.
babe.
This is
Peedi Crakk.
CNC down at the bottom. Hello, I got a quick question. Do you still fuck with Beanie and Freeway? What's going on with that?
I do. Hell yeah. We brothers, and I ain't just saying that just because we on here. We family. People don't understand is no matter what we go through, right? We've been around each other for the last 20 years. We was total strangers, but we've been around the world. When I met them, we ended up traveling the world together and just accomplishing so much stuff together. We owe that respect to each other. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't talk to Beans, I still appreciate and love and respect him for the opportunity and just for the relationship. You know what I'm saying? That we got songs, we got hit records together. We did some major shit together that other people would die to do. But the artists that would die and never even accomplish some of this shit. So I got a certain level of respect for all of them. You know what I'm saying? And I was the last one to get signed. They all opened their arms and welcomed me in. I remember Dame asked them, like, yo, how y'all feel about Peedi Crakk being part of state property? And they said that everybody was cool with it. They like, yeah, all right, cool. We letting him in there.
Hell yeah, because
And that was the opportunity I had wanted. Say that again?
I said, of course they did. You fire. You look good. I mean, hello.
I appreciate it. No, but we talking about the love and that I got for them. So no matter what happens, Freeway always gonna be my brother. I'm always gonna have his back, no matter what. We talk, and even we ain't talk. I ain't talked to Free in a couple weeks. That don't change shit. I talked to him tomorrow, like nothing ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked just yesterday. So yeah, we all still squad. Even with the O situation, it ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? Worst come to worst, I run down. We'll hurt something about O. You know what I mean? We'll hurt somebody over O. You feel me? So
Yo, I got
I've been waiting for y'all. Can y'all guys wait for a second?
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
got to do like a
What's
one
up,
person.
Peedi? This Jasmine, aka Black Barbie. I did a video with y'all, Miss J blowing up video. We've been in a lot of similar spaces with each other. I'm from North, but I got a question for you. First, I think you manage Nizzy Stacks too, right? Don't you manage her?
No, that was my homie. I was just kind of like just rocking with her and shit.
Like
just co-signing, right? Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's my folks. But I was just seeing, are you getting to the content creator bag? Because like you're really good at like answering the questions right now. Are you interested? Like, are you doing podcasting and getting to the digital creating world as well? And my second question is, think like the whole getting the deal is old school? Because sometimes like when my friends are talking to me, like a lot of my artist friends are talking to me about getting a deal, it just sounds so old school and played out to me. I just be trying to tell them to get to like social media and do it themselves. So do you think like getting a deal is old and people can just take advantage of their careers themselves, or getting a deal is still the thing?
Now, this is the thing. I wouldn't just totally dismiss getting a deal because a nigga can have a deal for you if it's the right time in the world and and you got that right record and somebody offering you a deal and it's life changing. You might want to take that shit because you got that big record. Ain't no telling that they gonna still love you for this next rest of your project, but. And then sometimes you might be a headstrong person that got your business mind together and looking at the long run, you want ownership, then you just say fuck a deal and you sign yourself and put your own shit out like I'm doing and just be totally independent. So it depends, man. Nigga offer you $5 million, I would take that shit. But other than that, if it ain't a life-changing situation, I'd rather thug it out and own my shit. And I suggest that to anybody, but I'm not turning down no money. I talk all the shit I want right now about independent, but a nigga offer me some M's, I'm taking it.
Thanks.
Real quick. And then we'll get back to the shit later. So, you know what I mean?
Yep.
What was your other questions?
Because this 360 deals that they giving out is day room. Look at what Mace just did to Foppy, and he's still crying about that $5,000. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with none of that shit. I've been independent for a long time, and I just been focusing on that. So I haven't even done the first and last deal I ever had was the Rocafella Def Jam deal, and that's all I needed. And we straight independent from there.
So Black Barbie, hold on, guys. Hey, Black Barbie, what was the last question about the content creator side?
Yeah, that's an old name. I'm Jasmine. Don't call me that no more. But I was asking, was he getting to that bag too far as I'd seen Oschino and them was doing a podcast too. So I was wondering if you get into the content creator bag now that you got now that you've had a large following. So I'm wondering if you monetizing like through social media.
Yeah, well, I haven't done it as of yet, but I am interested, but not in that form as far as a podcast or whatever. But I do got some ideas for a show, a couple ideas I won't disclose right now, but I do got some ideas that we can monetize and get a lot of content for to put out online. But as of right now, that's not my main focus, but I know it's very profitable. I got to get with somebody that I trust and that we see eye to eye on my views of what I want to do, and then I'll kick it off. But until then, I can't really even focus on that shit right now. You know what I mean?
All right, that's it, y'all. Thank you.
No doubt. Thank you, babe.
All right.
Hey, Peedi Crakk, it's Stack City again, right? I want to ask you, right, as far as independent, right? So what an independent artist right now need to do to draw attention and attract an audience?
As far as I'm gonna tell you from my personal preference, this is not really a business suggestion. It's just from me being a fan and from how I recognize artists. Just consistency. Online consistently. I see you one time, all right, cool. I don't really recognize you like that. I see you 2 times, I'm like, I kind of remember you. But if I keep seeing you throughout the whole summer and you done dropped about 10 videos, I'm gonna like one of them shits. One of them songs gonna hit. And now I know your name, and you know what I mean? You gotta beat the door down. So I say consistency, man. Consistency. You never know, man. Straight up. The wackest nigga can be consistent and bust a move. Trash, but he just keep nailing it, and then he land one. The beat dope, little catchy hook. His bars is all right, but I like this. I kind of like this shit. Consistently, he got me, caught me lacking. You know what I mean? So I just would say consistency.
Y'all hear that right? Hey, one mic. Y'all heard that right? Hey, that's the same exact thing that DJ Sus said to y'all the other day whenever he was asked basically the same question. So those of y'all that want to get on, they want to do something, they want to make something, don't stop. Keep showing up, keep giving that shit out.
Hey,
Shout out DJ Sus One.
Shout out to DJ Sus One. I got a question for all the non-Spanish speaking individuals on this platform. In the song with Neo, you said you like a lean, baby. What you saying?
All right, so real quick, all right, so check it. I thought of that. All right, so when I did that record, Tata took me to the studio in Times Square, right, and left me there with Guru. So I'm in there writing, and I hear the beat, but I'm trying to, I got to talk to the ladies. So I'm like, damn, but I like to keep it real heartfelt because that's how this is. When I'm writing something for the ladies, I'm not writing it like in a fake manner. I'm writing it like as if I was really talking to a chick right there. And I got to be real with her because I know they're going to respect the real. Because if I say some fake corny shit, that's just look corny and a real bitch going to see like, oh, this corny ass nigga. So I think the same way. I think the same way with the bars. So I thought of my aunt when I was a kid. She said, she used to take me to get these water ices called lean base. It was just like shaved ice with the cherry syrup on the top. It was like they shaved the ice, then they just put the syrup on it. So it was the lean base. So it made me think of that. I said, "Que linde, ma." That means like you pretty. Que linde, ma. You're like a lean bay, ma. You're like one of them water ices, icy and sweet enough for you to meet my mom. Now let's go. So that was really just inspired from me thinking about my aunt, my Spanish aunt, taking me to get water ices. That's what that was about.
Oh man, that's dope. I ain't even gonna lie. That's been on my mouth for 20 years, and I appreciate you putting that to rest. You hear?
No doubt, baby. No doubt.
So what was the static between you and Kim? And it was a song they said, I remember you had said that they removed Kim shit off of your track. Jay was hating, and then there was a whole situation with Jadakiss and all of that. What can you rewind that? I want to hear what's going on.
Yeah, you got that all mixed up. Now, Jadakiss wasn't involved at all. Jadakiss wasn't involved at all, and it wasn't a static between me and Cam. Me and Cam always been cool since the first day we met. The issue was I didn't know the issue was between Jay and Cam. So when Cam did the verse for me on One for Peedi, I played it for Jay, not knowing that they wasn't seeing eye to eye at the time for whatever reason. Jay took him off the record, deleted it. All right. Luckily, Cam still had a copy of it, and they still ended up putting it out on a K Slay mixtape. God rest the dead. But yeah, so the issue wasn't between me and Cam; it was between Jay and Cam, and that's how that went about. But the record
Was that after Old Boy? I was gonna say, was it after Old Boy? After Old Boy.
After Old Boy.
Okay. But it was before Welcome to New York.
Honestly, I can't. It's vague to me. I think
Welcome to New York City. I think came out of what, 2001 or 2.
Yeah, it's blurry for me for that one. I can't tell you on that one.
02 Fox.
Yo, Crakk.
What's up?
This Star Diamonds.
What's up, Star?
Expecting anything from like Swiss or his wife? I see that they invited you out and it was like an epic night.
Yeah, well, I talked to Swiss that day, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, man? I'm a crack on you for a beat, bro. Don't even think I'm not." And he's like, "Bro, I got you, man. It's just that I'm not in my space right now. I'm moving around with the fam, and I don't like working out all these random studios. I gotta be at the crib in my zone." And I totally understand and respect that, because I write best in my basement, at my crib. If I gotta write somewhere else, I will, but I don't like it. So I do my best shit like 4 or 5 in the morning in the crib in the basement. That's my favorite time and place. So I understood, but I'm sure he'll get back to me, man. That's my man. He always kept a good communication with me throughout the years, all the time. So we'll be putting something together. I'll just keep randomly. My man was like, "Yo, you just gotta keep sending him something, man, so he'll remember you, Crakk." I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna just make sure I send that nigga a snippet like once a week." So yeah, we'll see.
Hey, Peedi, I got a question for you. Was you around when Jay-Z recorded the Dynasty?
I've never seen Jay record anything. Whenever he recorded, we wasn't around. I never seen him record at all. And while the Dynasty album was being recorded, no, I wasn't there. I don't even think I was there yet. I wasn't even up in the building yet when the Dynasty album was out. I was a fan with everybody else home playing that shit out the tourist wagon. So, yeah.
I got a question for you, Crakk. It's Rich Lou from North Philly again.
What's up, bro?
This more so like a Philly question. You know how we is at home, bro. But just on the strength that you mentioned it a little bit, obviously, me connection with Jay and all that, so forth and so on. Since, obviously he's seen y'all blueprint. How do you feel as though he carrying it? Being as though he got a chance to see y'all blueprint with it. You think I just wanted to know your opinion. That's all.
And just my opinion, man.
Right.
I mean,
because he's seeing it crack. He's seeing, yeah, man. That's from the outside looking in. He's seeing how shit went down. He's seeing, you know what I mean. Me personally, I would have played it different, but I just was curious about your opinion. That's all, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you, not to go into detail, but I don't
Right, I know you
totally
gotta keep
agree
it
with.
PC to a certain extent.
Yeah, I don't totally agree with everything how he be carrying shit, but in his defense, it ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy, and he made it to such a level that it got to be even way rougher and worse of a lifestyle in the business. You know what I'm saying? So before you pass judgment on anybody, you couldn't even imagine being in that man's shoes, and you can't say I would do this or do that. You ain't gonna do that because you ain't in that position. So I really can't speak on it. I mean, I didn't agree with everything that I see him do in the past, but hey, man, he can't please everybody, and I can just imagine how rough it is for him at his age and just in that position of power. That's some tough decisions to make. So yeah, can't nobody speak on that, man. God bless him. Let him. He found in his way how he gonna do this shit. That's how I like it. When I do my shit, let me do it the way I want to. I can look in the mirror and I'll sleep better that way. I'm not doing shit to please niggas. So I'll take my hat off. You feel me? So I can't even judge him on that.
I mean, there's pros and cons to everything. I just look at it like this: the next person to come along, they should get a whole lot further. You know what I mean? They should learn from his blueprint. So you know what I mean? That's all I can hope for.
Yo, Peedi, I got a question. Without getting explicit, right? What is the craziest thing a fan has ever done to get next to you when you guys were at your prime in Rocafella? What was like the crazy? It could be a female fan. You don't have to go into like explicit details, but from what you can remember, what is the craziest thing?
To get next? What you mean get next?
To meet y'all, or maybe to try to holla at you, or
keep it real,
because they was crazy back then. The fans and stuff. So it was before social media. Like, what was the craziest thing you could remember?
Well, I don't know how crazy this is, but on the Rock the Mic tour, it was these two girls that would follow us. We had a tour bus, and they would follow us state to state.
Wow.
For South Carolina.
They follow state to state, and they used to follow so much that I would be expecting to see them. I was like, yo, watch these chicks be here. And when we get to the hotel, right in the lobby, they already there. So we had some situations, man. But there's so many stories, though. Like, and you said to not get explicit. It's hard to tell a story without, because the shit get explicit.
Listen, if you want to get explicit, go ahead. But I was just trying to, have a little bit of privacy for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. No, I'll just keep that at that. I ain't gonna get crazy on about that.
Okay.
Hey, Peedi, it's 2 times, bro. I got a question,
What's
man.
up?
Outside of music, if music never cracked off for you, did you have any other dreams, sports, art, like any other type of dreams that you know what I'm saying? What would you think you'd be doing if you didn't do the music thing?
Well, I'm not sure what I would be doing, but what I had inspired to do. So before music, my dad was a real ill artist. He used to know how to draw real good, so I kind of picked that up from him. And I used to draw a lot too. That was before I started rapping. Once I started rapping, I kind of stopped with the art because I used to go to like art camp and all of that. Like I was heavy on it. I completely stopped once I started writing and recording. I completely stopped drawing, but I always also alongside of when I started rapping, I always wanted to act, and I used to practice and like make little short scripts when I was young and look and practice in the mirror. I wanted to be an actor. So I possibly would have went to the acting field, but I don't know how easy, because it was easier to get into rap because rap was everywhere. Acting, if you don't have no strong support and nobody putting you in an acting school at that age, or you ain't going to a theater or something, it would be rough for a kid my age to get into acting. But rapping was on every corner. It was easy for me to go get in a cipher and just test my skills, and you know what I'm saying, and get my craft right. So
do you you ever think about tapping back into those now that you know what I'm saying, solidified in the music shit? Like, you ever think about tapping back into those fields?
Well, sometimes I think about the art thing, but I've been so far detached from art. And then I tried a couple times to draw again, and I just it didn't grab me like it used to. Like, I used to really be locked in like for hours, just like really into a portrait, and I can't get back into that zone. But with acting, I still got a little hunger in me to act. I actually right now I've been writing a script to an independent film for the last couple years. I was just talking to my man DR Period about us shooting it. So I will be getting into the acting thing because that's something that I think I'm really talented at, as far as writing, directing, and acting. I really enjoy all three of those aspects of it. So I think I will be getting into that soon. I just want to get the bag up so my shit won't be extra low budget. You know what I mean? I gotta be able to fuck up like 100 on that thing. You know what I mean?
Or I think you'll be decent at acting shit too, bro. So salute to you, bro.
Thank you, my brother.
What's going on, Peedi Crakk, man? Nice to meet you, man. Shout out to Different Cloud Chaser for definitely bringing you in the building, man. And salute to your career, your success, and everything that you've done to be able to add to instead of take away. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that. I wasn't sure. Well, DJ Swag, I'm not sure if you called my name, but I wasn't sure if they touched on this situation. But how do you feel with the whole situation going down with, you know, you going from Pedro Tequila to Peedi Crakk and Fat Joe having an issue with your name and him saying that he had Peedi Crakk first?
Yeah, you mean that he had Joey Crack first?
Well, Joey Crakk. Joey Crakk.
Well, you're right. My name was initially Pedro Tequila, and I didn't choose to call myself Peedi Crakk. I had said it in a line back in the day when I was Pedro Tequila. I said something like they used to call me Peedi Crakko, like Benny Blanco, referring to Benny Blanco from the Bronx, from Carlito's Way. Once I said that line, the song that I said it in became like a little neighborhood, little anthem around my hood back in the day, and everybody would be like, "Hey, Peedi Crakko." Then my homies would all just call me Crakko, and then it just broke down to Crack. So now it sounded like Peedi Crakk, sounded like Joey Crakk, but it wasn't initially. That wasn't the plan, but that's how it happened. So now Joey Crakk, Fat Joe, I grew up as the big homie, listening to music, listening to Terror Squad, Pun, Cuban Link, you know what I mean? Admiring them in the rap game. And it kind of saddens me when I hear Joe was upset with me about that, because I didn't mean any disrespect towards him, you know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing but love and respect for him. But he got kind of upset that my name Peedi Crakk. I don't know what to tell him about that, because it is what it is at this point, but it wasn't intended, you know what I'm saying, as any disrespect towards him and nothing like that. Still got love for him. He definitely an OG in the game, pioneer, you know what I'm saying? Put it down. When I was a kid, I used to run home from school to catch the You Got Flow Joe video, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing but love and respect for him there, you know what I mean? Hopefully one day I could get to meet him and we'll talk. I've never met him before in person, you know what I'm saying?
What happened to Pedro Tequila?
I'm back to Pedro Tequila. I'm glad you brought that up. I was just talking to my man in these new recent verses. You'll hear I say Pedro Tequila in almost every verse. I'm almost going back to Pedro Tequila. I'm kind of getting over the Peedi Crakk shit. I'm kind of tired of it a little bit. I wanna change clothes, man. So I think I'm gonna go to Pedro Tequila, man. Put me in a different mindset. It put me in that old crack bag, you know what I mean? So we might go back to Pedro Tequila, man. That's what it's feeling like right now. I'm walking the line trying to figure out what I want to do, but I think I should do it.
Appreciate that. Thank you, man. And continue to do your thing, man. Continue to thrive and continue to be a success in the industry, bro.
Thank you,
safe out
fam.
there too.
Thank you, family.
Hey, Ro, may I ask a question, please? This is AK.
All right.
Hey, Pedro. First of all, it's an honor to share a stage with you. Thanks to all the mods for holding this space. I have always been a fan of yours and State's Property. My question is, coming from the poet side, there's always this argument that rap is poetry. and that it's not poetry. What are your thoughts on that? And do you think that rappers and poets can share the same stage and be unified as one?
My personal opinion, poetry is poetry. Hip hop and rap is a whole different ball game. Now, rap is poetic and melodic, but poetry is poetry. There's a certain texture, a certain delivery when it comes to poetry, a certain format for poetry. Same thing for rap. Certain delivery cadence when you rapping. You know what I'm saying? If I rap, you wouldn't be like, yo, that poetry was dope. You like, yo, that nigga rapping is that vice versa. So I wouldn't never intertwine the two. Definitely two different entities, but kind of share values, but not the same.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Yo, Crakk.
Yo,
good looking, bro, for pulling up. Yeah, we about to end this. Any y'all got any more questions before we end this?
Yeah, all I want to say is, yes, Crakk, man, the motherfucking general. You know who the general is, street team of criminal first, dude.
Last dude, you want to be on State Road and running to? I started off bumping you, then everybody lumping you. Fuck this world coming to. Make me want to dump the ooze.
Drop my whip.
Yeah. Dump 100 blues. Ooh.
Slim my wrist, load the clip, put one in the groove. Ooh, hey.
Put one in the
Hey, Reg, the drop.
Right. I love you, man. Appreciate you for that, my nigga. Thank you, man.
Oh, yeah, Crakk.
Hey,
You already know.
Petey, before you go, can you give us a drop for Death of the Cloud Chaser, please?
Yeah, what y'all want me to say?
I want you to hook it up. And just hook, I don't know, you want to give a melody? I don't know. Anything you want, however you feel. It's Death of the Cloud Chaser TV.
Hey, check it out, y'all. This is the one and only Peedi Crakk. We live in effect on Death of the Cloud Chasers TV. Thing, yeah.
Salute, bro. Salute. Appreciate that, man. We appreciate you tapping in, giving us the opportunity to engage with your story and have some dialogue. Man, we definitely appreciate that, man. Hopefully we can have you back sometime.
Most definitely. And let me tell you, man, I really appreciate y'all having me, man. It's my first time on here. I appreciate my nigga Reg for encouraging me to do this. If he said to do it, I trust him. I trust his judgment. So once he said it, like, Craig, you gonna like it. So I'm glad that I trusted him on that. I enjoyed the whole interview, man. Everybody was cool on here. Wasn't no negative vibes. Definitely. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all a lot,
Crakk,
man.
your Instagram, your social media.
Right, exactly. Yeah, everybody, for everything that everybody want to follow me on as far as when it comes to these shows or for anything that's inquiring about Peedi Crakk and the project, the dates, when it's going to drop, videos and all of that, it's just my name, PeediCrakk on Instagram. Just my name flat out at Instagram, and it'll show you everything you need to know. All right.
Dope.